Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. I think should be good to go. Okay, so far everything's so good. Oh yes, yes, yes. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How's everybody doing today? Yes, thank you so much for joining. Hello, Samantha. Thank you so much for being here live. Let's see. The Ask Clown. Hello, Ask Clown. Bloodthirsty. Please do a movie reaction on live. As much fun as that would be, I think I can't. And the reason why I can't is because if I were to do a movie reaction live, you have the possibilities of getting copyright striked or claimed, and strike is even worse. So I really don't want to risk a copyright strike because that could potentially take down the channel. So, I mean, as much fun as that would have been, I just unfortunately can't. How are you guys doing today? Maybe one of Sam's 3 a.m. challenges that's, I was actually thinking about doing a big video where I do all of them all at once, just in one giant video. So I want to plan for that one to hopefully be a big video I put out. I was already planning on doing a few reactions to earlier Sam and Colby videos after this live stream. I'll be probably filming at least 3 or 4 of those and then having them scheduled out throughout the week. So you'll probably be seeing a lot of Sam and Colby stuff throughout the week, more than likely. Yeah, it's a process. Yeah, it's a process for sure, Samantha. Yeah, it's absolutely a process. So how's everybody doing today on this Friday? How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully everybody's having a solid day. And yeah, we can talk about horror films, by the way. I saw someone comment today. We're absolutely going to be talking about horror movies during this. I just feel like, the videos are so kind of not really all that long anyway, so I thought I'd just do a whole bunch of them at once and just put them all in one video. Hey, how's your day? It's going pretty solid. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate that. It's going pretty solid. Just been editing, posting. You guys have saw, I posted 3 videos today, so pretty much just been doing that kind of stuff. What about you guys? What about you? How's everybody's day going? I'm sorry, I've been just not sore. Well, to be honest, I kind of have been in some sense, but it's been a busy few days, I should say. Been on a horror movie binge lately. Oh, really? What have you guys been watching? That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't blame you. I got a whole collection. Lane has seen my collection. He knows how much horror movies I have, mostly because of these guys. These guys have sent me a lot of horror movies. I actually got sent a few more horror movies the other day. I got sent Brahms, The Boy 2, The Conjuring 3 on DVD, and a double feature. I can't remember the movies in it, but it was pretty cool. Hope you get well soon. Ah, thank you so much. Yeah, I've been pretty sore. I've been doing yard work and stuff a little bit lately, and trying to keep up with the house cleaning a little bit. Watching your videos and now chatting with you live has made my day better. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. That is awesome. Glad it's making your day better. By the way, hit that like button, guys, if you haven't hit that like button already. I'm also trying to lay off the coffee a little bit again because I've been drinking a lot of coffee, even though I think I have like a half a cup left right here. A half a cup because, I need it keeps me awake. I feel energized when I drink it. The like bottom the like bottom is hit. I think you meant button, but I'm going to accept the bottom too. You hit the bottom. Absolutely. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I got hurt so bad today and now I'm in the hospital, so thank you for making my day better. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you got hurt. That sucks. How'd you hurt yourself? That's unfortunate. Been starting the game again, looking into getting a VR headset just because of the horror games that are available. I was about to call you Miss Albatross. Samantha, I've actually been thinking about trying to save up money to get a headset myself because I thought doing the VR headset streams or doing horror games VR would be a lot of fun. And I need that thrill. It's a good thrill. I mean, I love the thrill. I don't like going to haunted houses though. For some reason, I just never been a big haunted house guy. I remember the first haunted house I went to. I I slid down this like wooden. They had like a wooden, a piece of wood that was basically to kind of they put over the mud because it was like out in their yard and stuff. It was a giant homemade haunted house, and they had a giant piece of wood covering up the mud and stuff so people wouldn't slip down it. And I remember the thing was like it was raining that day and the wood was soaking wet. And I remember my foot slid down it and one of my other leg went like right over my head. It was a crazy little slide, and oh man, what an experience. Ian, how are you doing? Good evening. Hope you are well. I'm doing solid. Thank you so much for asking, Ian. That's awesome. I had an accident with a truck. I nearly got killed by the truck driver. He's fucking. Well, I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad you're in the hospital. Yeah, gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. And it probably wasn't even your fault. It was probably the truck driver who was probably in the wrong. Man, I actually, fun fact about me, I don't drive in the city. I just don't. I don't because I don't trust my abilities that much. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So Lane labels me with caution. Hell yeah. Lane labels me with caution. That I should be labeled with caution too. Lane himself should be labeled with caution too, I'd say. That son of a bitch. No. No. That awesome dude. He's one I've mentioned Lane several times on my live streams, and I've always said like he's like a brother to me, without question. He's like my fucking brother. I'm in the process of finding my gender identity. That I don't think you're the only one out there. I don't think you're the only one out there. Oh, by the way, thank you, ass clown. That's very fucking sweet of you. Fright Night with a pumpkin, and I appreciate the fucking pumpkin on there. That's the going the extra mile. Thank you so much. Love that. Thank you so much. That is very sweet of you. And by the way, guys, we are almost to 50 patrons. We are at 49 patrons. So, thank you so much for that. That's awesome. We're literally, my goal, the first goal for Patreon is 150 patrons. So, 50 patrons out of the 150 so far, pretty much almost to 50 patrons, is just, damn, that is in the right direction. We're heading there, and I'm so thankful for it. Adam, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining and being here. I'm really happy to hear that. By the way, fun fact, Adam sent me that Camp Crystal Lake sign back there. One of the first things I got sent, and I cried I think I cried when I got it. It was awesome. I know that was random, but let's just consider that the Throwback Thursday of the week. Sky, how are you doing? I think you joined earlier, and I didn't say nothing. Is your whole house horror themed? I actually don't live alone. I live with my family. My mom and dad are downstairs. I actually live at home still, for obvious reasons. It's easier to do YouTube while I'm doing it here, so. But if I ever get my own house, you best believe it will be. You best believe. I'll advertise your YouTube on my Discord and see what I can get. I do have some that love the horror theme. That would be so awesome of you, Samantha. I keep almost calling you Miss Albatross. That's so awesome of you. Thank you so much, Samantha. Yeah, share. If you guys haven't shared, share the content. It really does help. It really does help. That makes sense. Yeah. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. At least I know that for a fact. I'm not the only one who is home with mom and dad. When I put it like that, I feel pretty bad. I feel pretty sad. But hey, Jordan, what's up? Hey, thank you so much. How are you doing? How are you doing on this fine day? By the way, I had an accident. Let me scroll up a little really quick. I feel so sorry that I don't have the money to super chat you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Bloodthirsty. Don't worry about it. You're welcome, Jordan. I have been watching you for like over a year. That's crazy. A lot of you guys have. A lot of you guys have been with me for over a year now. And the progress to the channel, in my personal opinion, is gone awesomely. It is gone awesomely. I'm doing well, recovering from wisdom teeth removal. Oh, wow, yeah. I don't think I have wisdom teeth, but I heard it's a bit, you feel like really sore. So I hope you have a quick recovery too. I will, sorry, I keep rereading. Hey, I live here too. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Hello, Carolyn. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing on this fine Friday afternoon? Hello, Brianna. Yeah. Thanks. It's going pretty well. I'm glad to hear that it's going pretty well, dude. Are there only dollars to super chat? No, I think you can go higher than $1 because I know Ask Clown just donated $5, so I'm pretty sure you can go higher if you so choose. But I'm so glad to see all the familiar faces. Oh, Cheyenne joined, and I didn't even say hi, Cheyenne. Hi, Cheyenne. Thank you so much for joining. I'm such an idiot. Hello, I'm here to distract myself from being very boring from a very boring staff meeting right now. Well, you know what? That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm happy to hear that. I'm actually the entertainment from a boring meeting. That's so cool to hear. Peachy, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. How is your day going? You can donate 500. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, can you really? I never knew how high it went up. I just knew it was like you could donate more than $5. I mean, like a dollar. I knew that. I didn't know you could donate 500 bucks. Um, Hey, Peachy, I live with my mom. I'm also her full-time carer. That makes sense. That makes sense. I keep clean around the house. I take care of the pets sometimes. Well, but I don't have $500. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I would have, dude. No, no, $500. No, don't worry about it. No way. It is not awesome. It's just programming talk. Ooh, that that does not sound awesome. That does not sound awesome. But the fact that I am the entertainment keeping you away from being bored, then I am very happy to hear that. I will take that as one of the biggest compliments, actually. My day has been really good, working like crazy, and went to the gym. Oh, nice! Went to the gym for the first time in a week. Hell yes. Samantha has been a member for 12 months. That's insane. That is insane. A member for 12 months. I really appreciate that level of support, though. That does mean a lot. It really, really does. By the way, I know a lot of people just jumped on in. I will remind you that the like button is there if you want to slay it. It is there for you and your grasp. It's in your grasp. You can hit that like button if you want. The problem is I can't mute them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it must be worse when you're at home and you just really want to just ignore them. Like you're in your space, you just want to turn it off. I remember one time when I was being called out over the walkie from a manager whose name was Karen. I hung up the walkie because she was calling me out over the walkie for like the dumbest thing, and I really could not stand that one bit. I cannot stand that. Don't call me out over the walkie. If you have a problem with me, call me into the meeting room or call me into the office and I'll talk you there. But you don't have to call me out in front of everybody. Gotta support the friends, Absolutely, absolutely. I do the same for my friends all the time. I get that 100%, and I really do appreciate it. That is awesome. I do support a lot of friends. They don't necessarily support me in the level I may support some of my friends, but it is always awesome when a friend or friends do just decide to support me. It really does mean a lot. Deep down, that is a tearjerker thing for me. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Filming, more than likely. I feel like I'm going to be filming. I feel like I will probably be editing Nightbreed and getting that posted up on the channel. I have probably want to film a couple more movie reactions during the weekend and post to Patreon as early access. I like getting that early access stuff out there for the exclusive content for you guys. So plan on doing stuff like that. Plan on probably filming some more Sam and Colby stuff. As I've said, I plan on filming more Sam and Colby stuff and scheduling them out throughout the week. Probably the next couple weeks. So things along those lines. How about you guys? What are your plans this weekend? You got anything cool planned? I did watch The Lighthouse today. It has very weird scenes. Yeah, it's a very weird movie, but I love it. Me and my friend Lane, Samantha's in the comment section. Samantha's husband. Me and Lane go back a long time. We've been watching movies together for the longest time, and we watched The Lighthouse. And man, we started quoting that thing so much. It's so funny. It's such a good watch. Member for 15 months. Adam has been a member for 15 months. That is some dedication right there, man. You've seen my channel go through some of its best moments to some of its worst moments to some of its pretty decent moments to back to some of the best moments, back to some of the worst moments, and so on and so forth. This is not a clear coat channel. This is not like a flat surface channel. This is a very bumpy channel. We have gone through the ringer in some cases, but you know what? Overall, it's nice to know that some people don't just watch for the movie reactions, and they watch, some of them watch to actually just talk. Some of them watch to just enjoy the personality, which is very, very sweet too. Also, music stuff, yeah. Absolutely. You still have to watch Midnight Express Tour, and I know it's on Shutter, so that will be one. I wouldn't mind watching that one this weekend actually, and getting that on Patreon as early access. That might be a good one to do. I haven't been a member that long, but I've been a Patreon forever. Yes, you have. You've been a patron for like, oh my god, dude. I think you became a patron within like the first few months of us actually getting back to YouTube and doing YouTube again, which was like towards the beginning of the pandemic. So Yeah, you've been a member, a patron for the longest time, definitely, and it's been so crazy since. My weekend plans are to go out for dinner with a friend and then finally watch the new Batman movie. Well, you're gonna have to tell me what you think of the new Batman movie. I've just recently became a patron. I noticed that, Sebastian. It's I very appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And if you guys become a patron for more than a month, then your names get put at the end credits of each of our videos in the future. So I'm here for the personality and banter. The horror theme is a bonus. I love that. Thank you so much, man. That really means a lot. That really does mean a lot. Because you want to enjoy the people you're watching. You don't just want to, subscribe to the channel if you're not enjoying the content. My weekend will be playing more Phasmophobia with online friends. That sounds like a fun time. Uh, I don't have many friends. I noticed since the virus, a lot of people have shown their true colors. I've cut off a lot of toxic people out of my life, and I don't blame you. I've done it too. I've got, you best believe dude, I've blocked some of my own family members. To be frankly blunt, not gonna say who, but I have. I've cut out a lot of toxicity. Yeah, I need to watch the Batman movie this weekend. Yes, you do. I would really like to hear your opinion, Carolyn. That'd be fun. You're fond of me, Lobster. Michael can do a better impression than I can, but Michael does a better sea shanty, not sea shanty, but he does a better what are they called? I'm sorry about the Santa video last night, Jordan. I can tell it made you feel bad. It didn't make me feel bad. It was cringy because I'm someone who filmed that and I'm watching it with you guys. It'd be like it's kind of like Johnny Depp watching his movies. You know, you love those movies, but if Johnny Depp watches them, he's gonna feel like he's gonna criticize himself. He's gonna do all that stuff. I've done it several times. I've watched that video, but it was different watching it with other people around. So I agree. I cut off some people as well when they show their true colors. Exactly. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's definite. That is different. By the way, Samantha, we're gonna have to play some more games here soon. I feel like we need to start playing games again. Actually, I do a podcast now on Patreon, and the way I do it is I actually have conversations with some of my subscribers through Facebook Messenger, and we have conversations and stuff. You can have like a 10-minute conversation with me over the phone if you guys want. If you become a patron and watch, if you guys are part of the podcast that I do for Patreon. I cringe when I have to watch myself on video too. It's okay. Yeah, I always cringe when I see myself on video. I criticize everything about me. I say, ooh, I don't look that good. I really wish I lost more weight. I always do that shit, and it's unfortunate, but it's just how I've developed. Yes, the pandemic was a great excuse to cut out some toxic people. Absolutely, absolutely. Also, speaking of the lighthouse, I watched The Northman a few days ago before my surgery. You are lucky. I would really like to see The Northman. I really would. It looks fantastic. Haha, yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Carolyn was a part of one of those conversations. Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to it. Just let me know when you want to play. Absolutely, I absolutely will. Absolutely will. What kind of games do you have? I've been saving up money for the new Evil Dead game that's coming out. I've been really looking forward to that one. I also need to save up money for a new phone. There's a lot of things I have to get. A lot of things right now. And right now, my YouTube ad revenue is not doing so good because I'm not making no money on the Sam and Colby videos or anything like that, and my videos have not been getting a lot of views lately, so I'm kind of been struggling with ad revenue, but Patreon is a different story. Patreon is, that at least is a place where people can kind of financially support the channel if they want to. So I have been struggling with ad revenue a little bit, but Amazon labels The Lighthouse as horror, but it's not that scary. It's not really all that scary. Besides that one scene, I thought the mermaid scene was very effective. I was like, that is unsettling. I'm not confident about being on camera myself, but I hope to try, especially like said with my plans for May the 4th. Understandable. New Evil Dead. New Evil Dead for what system? I would probably say Xbox. I'm probably going to get it for Xbox. I own an Xbox One, so I'd probably get it for that. The Lighthouse does have horror elements, though. I mean, you can't deny that that is a horror setting right there. Every time I get together with my high school theater friends, they make me watch old plays we were in, and I cringe every time. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can't do that. I have a hard time watching some of my older videos. I actually refuse to watch them sometimes because I cringe so much, and I'm like, ooh, I really wish I did that differently, but I like PS4 better. I think you're not the only person who thinks that. I can't really hang out long, but I wanted to come in and say hi. Well, I appreciate that, Carolyn. I really do. Thank you so much for at least coming in and saying hi. Really does mean a lot. In the future, if you have time, please check out Cold Skin from 2017. It's a really decent movie. I will have to look into that. Thank you. I'm a collector of horror games, but my favorite of all time is Silent Hill. I'm obsessed. I have never played the Silent Hill games before, but I am a horror game collector. I do have some horror games. I have 7 Days to Die. I have Left 4 Dead, the first one. I have all three of the first Dead Rising games. I have Friday the 13th. I have White Noise 2. I have Dead by Daylight. I have quite a few horror games in my collection. And I have Outlast. I have Outlast, all the first and second one. My meeting is finally over. Now I can actually listen to you. Well, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Having a horror movie weekend on Saturday. I'm watching a few of the Halloween movies, Scream 1 and 2. Sunday, a few of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Nightmare on Elm Street movies. That sounds like a great weekend, actually. I'm not going to lie to you. It's strange how we cringe a lot at ourselves, but over other people can't see it. Isn't that crazy? It's definitely me being self-conscious about myself, but yeah. Jordan, I'm shocked. Lane and I must introduce you then. I definitely think Lane has talked to me about it before, and he was kind of shocked when I brought it up to him too. I was like, yeah, I've never played the Silent Hill game before. And he was like, what? How is that even possible? Silent Hill is a good game. The movies are cool. Silent Hill is so good. Even the part was the PT was a great game. Ooh. I might watch The Witch this weekend. Definitely you should. It's a slow burn, but it's definitely effective. I think it's really effective. Don't forget Until Dawn, Jordan. That's a must play. My brother has a PS5. PS5, like you could have just bought an Xbox or PS1 since it's specifically for gaming. PS5s are so expensive. Oh my god. I think my friend's doing a giveaway for a PS5 actually and a dirt bike, so that's kind of neat. Yeah, they're doing a giveaway. I think if you go to their merch store and buy a shirt or something, they will give you have the chance to win a PS5. Shay, The Witch is so good, you'll like it. It's one of the most atmospheric movies I've ever seen. Skins on Netflix, it was a weird horror one, left me and Lane kind of stunned. Oh, really? Really? I don't think I've ever heard of Skins. Hell yeah, PS5 are expensive. Hell yeah, PS5s are expensive. You should play Until Dawn Before the Quarry. Ooh, okay. Okay, so that might be something I need to keep in consideration. Play Until Dawn Before the Quarry. And I'm really looking forward to the Quarry too. It looks insanely good. I'm also really wanting the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I've been dying to get that game. I think it comes out in October. I'm not too sure about that. I have to look into that more, but I have been dying to play that new game. From the same makers of Friday the 13th. I'm a huge fan of the Friday the 13th game. The only thing I have a problem with are the bugs and lags, but I'm hoping the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game is the best version of what the Friday the 13th game could have been. Yeah, sorry, I meant other. The alcohol is starting to type for me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I get that. I had some alcohol over the weekend, actually. I went over to a friend's house and I had a little bit to drink, and it was fun. The query development is done now. It is testing stages. Ooh, okay, that's cool. That's awesome to know. PS2 is still my favorite. My mom bought me the second-hand one 7 years ago, and it still works. I think the first console I remember getting was the Nintendo 64. And I remember me and my brother played Pokemon Stadium for the longest time. Not only Pokemon Stadium, but we were big fans of Mario Kart 64. We played those games constantly. And the 007 game, which I remember that one quite a bit. Me and him got addicted to that one too for a while. But the Nintendo 64 is easily my most nostalgic console. I really loved the GameCube too. The GameCube was a lot of fun. He is younger, so he begged Dad for the PS5, and that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, especially like wait for Christmas and stuff. You don't ask for nothing all year, and then you get that one gift that's like really expensive. I haven't asked for nothing all year, so please give me one thing. I'm asking for one thing, the PS5. That's what I want. Olivia, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. I think I saw that you joined earlier. I don't know why. I don't know if I said hi to you or not, so I do apologize. But how are you doing on this afternoon? My first console was the NES. Hashtag old. I'm happy with my Xbox One. I don't need anything new. I feel like at one point I will probably upgrade. I'll try to upgrade to something more current, but right now I'm perfectly happy with the Xbox One. I think it's fine. NES, damn. We had an NES too, but it wasn't our first console. We were we grew up in like the late '90s, early 2000s. So, but I do remember playing the NES. Me and we definitely had a lot of fun with that, and the Super Nintendo, of course. Yeah. Silent Sparrow. My Xbox One broke after 14 years. Damn, it lasted you quite a while though, didn't it? My first console was the PS1. Hell yeah. I never played much of the PS1. I played more PS2 than PS1, but yeah, the PS1. I remember we tried it we tried it a couple times. It was pretty decent. I'm okay, but I could be better. Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong, Olivia? Likewise, NES Duck Hunt and Super Mario Brothers. What a time to be alive. I did play, yeah, I did play the Super Mario Brothers. I did play Duck Hunt. I remember those ones, yeah. We had a cousin who worked at a flea market. Samantha will know what Caesar's Creek is, but probably you guys won't if you don't live in Ohio. But Caesar's Creek, we had a cousin who worked over there, and he had a display with games and stuff. And Duck Hunt was one of the games they had playing one day, so we picked up the little gun and started shooting at the ducks in the middle of this like flea market where people were walking by and stuff. And it's yeah, we had a fun time playing that. I have the original Xbox from early 2000s. Still works like new. Hell yes. I mean, you've been taking good care of it then. Stan, the PS4 doesn't have the seamless transition between movies, games, and TV shows as Xbox One. The PS4 had a touchpad interface. You never listened. You never listened, Kyle. Ian, Dizzy Egg was the best. I don't think I've ever played Dizzy Egg. I was fire at Duck Hunt for 6-year-old. I bet. Same, Olivia. It's just frustrating, heavy heart overthinking. I'm dealing with blood clot right now. That is unfortunate to hear. I'm very sorry to hear that. That has to be a pain in the butt. That has to be a pain. I'm very sorry to hear that. Damn. I can understand the frustration. Yeah, with that. Actually, my mom found it online for $50. That's a rare find. That is a rare find. Yeah, you normally don't get those for $50. Normally, people will charge like 120 dollars or more. I'm more of a PC gamer, but I do love my Switch. I do have a Steam account. And I do have some games for the PC. I'm just hoping to get a Oculus Rift or something along those lines to play some of those PC games. And if I get one at some point, then I'll probably try to film for you guys VR. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, then definitely support me on Patreon because that's where that money's gonna go. Greetings and love from Germany. Thank you so much for joining, Stefan. How are you doing today? I remember in high school when the big console wars was PS3 versus Xbox 360, but everyone thought the PlayStation was always better. Yeah, and then people who loved the Xbox more were always bullied and picked on because, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. PS3 is the best one, no matter what. And I had an Xbox 360. I was more of an Xbox guy. I grew up on Xbox, but yeah, yeah. I need to work out again. I lost all interest in after the pandemic. I'm gonna tell you what. I gained a few pounds during the pandemic, and I used to be skeletal before the pandemic. So, not saying it was a blessing, and I'm not saying it was bad. People were always telling me I needed to put on a few pounds because I was very unhealthy looking. I didn't gain that much weight, thankfully, but I gained enough to where I'm not skeletal anymore. So I get that. I get that. T-Bone, how are you doing? I think I have I can't pronounce that. I'm stupid. I have to confirm from a professional. Well, I hope you do. Absolutely. There's always an Xbox versus PS debate. I know, right? My brother loves the PlayStation. How's it, everyone? Hope all is good. Everything over here is pretty good and solid. How are you, T-Bone? Yeah, the more unintelligent kids would bully other kids because of video game systems. That's how. Thanks. Hope you are doing fine. No problem, man. I'm doing pretty damn decent. How are you doing, Huck? Thank you so much for joining. I'm healthy, skinny, and I just lost all my muscle mass. I would say I put on quite a bit of muscle during the pandemic. I started working out at the house, doing lifting weights and stuff and all that. My husband loves Xbox and loves PlayStation. We both can't stand the other side. I hate Xbox. Oh, he loves Xbox and you love the PlayStation. We both can't stand each other. But I know Lane, I think, is a bigger PC player than both, I think. But that is funny. That is funny. I've always been more of an Xbox person. I hate saying that, but I do not mind the PlayStation at all. I will play the PlayStation if it is like presented in front of me. The only Xbox I've played was the original Xbox. Used to have the a used PS3, but I didn't keep it. It's ventilated. Ooh, OG Nintendo, and I only have the OG Nintendo Wii, which no longer has Wii Shop. Nope. That I have an original Wii too. I have a Wii U and I have the Switch also. It's an eating disorder. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Damn. COVID kilos. Yep, I'm there too. Actually started an exercise routine this week. Oh hell yeah, man. I got made fun of for being a big Pokemon nerd in elementary school. Same, same. Love Pokemon. Love Pokemon. I don't care what anybody says. I love Pokemon. As a matter of fact, like right next to me, I have like a hat right now, and I've worn. I think I wore this like on the live stream before actually. So yeah, I'm a pretty big Pokemon fan. I have a PS3. Awesome. Can't stand a loud fan noise. Never had the problem with the PS2. Me too. I was a huge Pokemon nerd. Yeah. Bulbasaur is my favorite Pokemon of all time. Love Bulbasaur. COVID has been awful for working out. We've been closed for so long in Ontario. I definitely gained some weight. LOL. And that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That's just gonna happen to a lot of people, including me in some cases. Well, still am. LOL. I love Pokemon. Same here. I was bullied for loving Power Rangers. I was never a big Power Rangers fan, but I do understand the hype. I do understand. I had two binders full of Pokemon cards, but I sold them. I had a binder of Pokemon cards too, and I sold it for $600. And I found out later that I had cards in there worth like 1,000. I felt like an idiot. Charmander being my favorite. Charmander is, I think, a huge fan favorite Pokemon. Not as so much as like Charizard, but yeah, definitely a fan favorite. Not a gamer now, but I used to have an Xbox. Love the original driver. I have a Pokemon wallet, and I feel judged when I pull it out. Don't feel judged. It's awesome. Snorlax is my spirit Pokemon. Hell yeah. I think my spirit Pokemon is probably Bulbasaur. So my favorite is Espeon. I know it's lame. Espeon's a cool looking Pokemon. I don't blame you. My brother used to be a big fan of Espeon. Back in like when we played Pokemon Stadium 2, he used to get Espeon all the time. Jordan, I used to have the first edition holographic Charizard that's like worth 20,000 now. Back in 1999 when I was in first grade, but I didn't know the value of the card at the time. That is so true, man. If I understood how rare those things would have been today, I would never have treated my cards back then the way I used to. Never, not once. My favorite Pokemon is Jigglypuff. My friend Cinnamon's favorite Pokemon ever is Jigglypuff. I remember we had that conversation. Umbreon is in my profile picture. Oh, is it? My friend drew it for me. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that. Love it. Yes, love Espeon. Gengar is also one of my other favorite ones. I love Gengar too. I used to be a big fan of Beyblades. Hell yeah. I remember I used to be a big fan. I think actually, yeah, it was. No, I wasn't a big fan of Beyblades. I was a big fan of, oh god, what are they called? Oh, fuck. I can't remember the name of the show, but they were like little toys you would throw on top of a magnet card and like they would open up. I can't remember what they were called. Bakugan, I think is what they were called. I remember the Beyblade hype in elementary. I do too. I was planning on dressing as Pikachu. Hell yeah. I just remembered when a Spoonie won Noah Art Winner's NES vid game and he ranted on how he hated the console wars and consoles in general are going, I'm a PC gamer, motherfuckers. Yeah. Cheyenne, we're kindred spirits, I swear. Hi, just joined the stream. Hope you're doing good today, Jordan. I'm doing very good, Sam Woods. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I hope you're having a fucking amazing day. It's probably cut off. YouTube hates my profile picture choices. That's dumb. I can't really see it from here. I think I can. Actually, yeah, I think I can. That's dumb. That's dumb. I don't know why they would hate your profile picture choices. We established that a while ago, lol. Yeah, I definitely love another classic, Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase, dude. That was a classic for sure. Back in my childhood, dude, I used to watch that shit so often. I used to watch that along with Scooby Doo Zombie Island quite a bit, and the Scooby Doo movie with Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. I love Naruto. I love Naruto too. Naruto is actually, fun fact, my favorite TV show of all time. I grew up with that show. I grew up alongside the character. Love that show. I wanted to get into Beyblades, but they were never like they never Beyblade they were like never like in the Beyblade show. So I got more bored with them faster than Tamagotchis. Never played Bakugan. I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh. I played Yu-Gi-Oh more than both of those. Back in the day, I had Spider-Man comic collection and got rid of them because I had to grow up. I now know I got rid of some rarities, dude. Yes, I agree. I did too. It was rough. Of all the fucking things. I did a lot of baddies when I was younger. I got rid of a lot of rare stuff. My sister and I loved Scooby Doo and the Witch's Ghost on VHS. Hell yeah, that was a fun one too. I also really enjoyed um what was it called? Scooby Doo and the vampire movie with the Yowie Yahoo was the name of the vampire, the Yowie Yahoo. Yeah. Oh damn. There was a Beyblade club at school and I played it all the time. My go-to Bay was Flame Sagittario. That's awesome. I never played like we used to play a little bit of Bakugan in school. My friends were collecting them all the time. Love the movie Toy Soldiers. Oh, dude, is it Toy Soldier or Toy Soldiers? Toy Soldier. I think I know which one you're talking about. Actually, I was so sad when our VHS machine tore the tape out. Rest in peace, Scooby Doo. Aw, dude, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, I've been there once or twice where I'd hear it like ripping apart the VHS, and it's just like, oh fuck. All of the Scooby Doo movies are fire, including the live action ones. Yeah. What was it? Scooby Doo Monsters Unleashed was a lot of fun. If you were a fan of the show, you would recognize a couple of them, which was a lot of fun. I like Toy Soldiers. I still have let me see. I still have a good collection of vinyl records with some special editions I'm holding on to. Ooh, nice. I love Scooby Doo movies. I prefer the second one, Scooby Doo Monsters Unleashed. Same, actually. I think it's more entertaining than the first one. Though the first one is it is fun for what it is, but I do think the second one, I think, captures more of the Scooby-Doo feel, I think, in my personal opinion. Scooby-Doo made me a fan of Matthew Lillard. That is how I was introduced to Matthew Lillard. It was later on at my friend's house, Brandon's house, my buddy Brandon's house, is when I watched Scream, and then I fucking thought he was amazing. We had Pogs in school. Pogs. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. Do you remember the Power Rangers? I absolutely do remember the Power Rangers, yeah. My VHS exploded when I was young, where there was sparks and smoke. Oh my god. But I love VHSs, man. I still prefer VHSs over DVD. If I can get movies on VHS over DVD, I mean, I prefer Blu-ray over VHSs, but I would prefer VHSs over DVD any day. I have several of them in the background. I actually collect them now. So if you have any like horror movie VHSs that you want to send me, send them my way. Good God, I would collect them in a heartbeat. I have Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 2 on VHS. I have Gremlins 1 and 2 on VHS. I have Rose Red on VHS. Storm of the Century. I used to have the first Friday the 13th. I sold it in a yard sale. Again, one of my stupid mistakes. I remember Digimon coming on after school. After Pokemon. I would always watch that after school. That is awesome. Yeah, I know. I remember Digimon the movie. I remember I used to watch Digimon the movie. Pokemon, though, was my go-to. I preferred Pokemon over Yu-Gi-Oh!, Digimon, all of that stuff. Pokemon is one of my childhood nostalgia. It's like so nostalgic to me. It's nearly impossible to find a VHS player now. I think you can buy them at Walmart. I think I saw like brand new ones in boxes, like a VHS DVD player, but I think you can buy them still. I really woke up to, I think they're expensive as fuck, but I think you can buy them. I really woke up to watch your live. It's 5:26. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Libra. Thank you so much for waking up and watching my live stream. It really means a lot. And in Return to Zombie Island, there's literally a character named Alan Smithy. The synonym directors used to avoid credit for shitty movies backlash. Oh, really? I was never allowed to like Pokemon when my mother was strictly religious. I mean, we're Christians, but we don't not let people watch what they want to watch. I don't get that. That's unfortunate, but I get it. I like that must have sucked. I mean, just couldn't be able to watch Pokemon because someone was strict on you. Trent, good. Oh, good morning, Trent. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining. I prefer cassettes than CDs. I don't blame you. What was your favorite video game? Dude, my favorite video game when I was younger? When I was younger, I used to play the heck out of Mario Kart 64. I'd probably say Mario Kart 64 when I was younger was one of my favorite games of all time. That or Mario Party 4. Going to show my age here. A favorite TV show growing up in a Japanese show called The Phantom Agents. If you want retro, check it out. Okay. What are your favorite video games? Okay, I already answered that one. Making sure I caught up with all my questions. Yeah, I can't believe some parents don't let kids watch Harry Potter because it has witchcraft. It's a fantasy movie. Like, I don't understand either. People think that, oh yeah, you can do witchcraft and shit. Like, you know, you can throw around a wand and, you know, spells will shoot out and stuff. I don't understand. I still watch Pokemon, to be honest. My nephew and I still have the new episodes as they come out. Hell yeah. I do still watch Pokemon. I haven't watched it in a while, but I go back to the original series a lot and I rewatch episodes. I just have a fun time doing it. The religious parents. My favorite game is SSX Tricky on PS2. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I get that. My parents never let me watch Power Rangers because they thought the martial arts in the show would be a bad influence, and they kind of were, but it was still corny and harmless. Absolutely. Absolutely. We used to watch Star Wars as kids, and we would, like, use sticks and fight each other out in the yards. I mean, I had a Power Rangers video game with the joystick. Oh, hell yeah. When I was a kid, my dad wouldn't let me watch Mr. Bean because it's weird. I love Mr. Bean, dude. That was a fun time. I grew up on Call of Duty World at War. Oh, yeah, dude. Nazi zombies on Call of Duty World at War. Some of the most nostalgic, best shit. Me and my buddy Lane, speaking of Lane again, we would play Call of Duty Nazi zombies on World at War all the time. We would stay up till like 3 in the morning with the lights all off playing and see how far we can get on zombies. It was so much fun. We'd eat Doritos and drink pop all the time. Do you remember Grand Theft Auto? Yes, I absolutely remember Grand Theft Auto. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in a while. I would like to get Grand Theft Auto 5 and play with Lane at some point. I think me and him would have a blast on it, but haven't played that game in a long time. The only show I wasn't allowed to watch was Caillou. Canadians, this chat will know what I mean. I did watch Caillou, I'm not going to lie. Hell yeah, Kalaya says. Yeah. That's what we would do, man. We would just have a blast playing that. I remember my family complaining about Teletubbies. Ooh, Teletubbies. Because Tinky Winky had a handbag. What the fuck? By far, my favorite video game is Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask, yeah. Stardew Valley is a close second, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did not grow up on the Legend of Zelda games. I hardly played Legend of Zelda at all. It wasn't until like recently my friend Cinnamon got me into the Legend of Zelda games, and then Lane telling me he loved Legend of Zelda too. I started getting more into it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start playing these games, and that's how I got into Legend of Zelda. More of a Pokemon Mario guy when I was younger. Well, in the Bible, God states that magic is real and it's abomination given from the devil. Oh, I don't doubt that magic is not real. I didn't say magic wasn't real. But the Harry Potter universe is very much self-aware. So if I was the parents, I wouldn't be so worried about Harry Potter. I'd be more worried about films along the lines of I don't know, leprechaun, a demonic little leprechaun running around and using it to kill people. I would be more, I'd be more worried about Hellraiser, stuff like that. Obviously, if you're not allowed to watch Harry Potter, I'm sure you're never going to be allowed to watch fucking Hellraiser when you're that young. Anyone remember the Star Wars commercials from the 80s? They were like sold balloon attachments and flashlights look like lightsabers. The balloons on the flashlights look like condoms. I did not remember that. They never showed spells in the movies like Order of the Phoenix. Yeah, Order of the Phoenix, yeah. Yeah, my mom thought I would run into a brat if I watched it. LOL, my god. Magic is real? Would you, who would win in a fight? Gandalf or Dumbledore? You know, the bias in me wants to say Gandalf because I'm in the end of the day, I think I'm more of a Lord of the Rings fan than Harry Potter, but I feel like you can do more in the Harry Potter universe than you could in the Lord of the Rings universe. I feel like the Lord of the Rings universe is a little bit more tame when it comes to magic. So I'm going to go ahead and say Dumbledore would probably win, though I do love Gandalf more. I think it's safe to say probably Dumbledore because Dumbledore he can do more than Gandalf. It's okay not to grow up in the Zelda games. Better late than never. I agree. I agree with that. The science is magic. That's true. I did play Super Smash Bros. A lot as a kid, and ironically, I played as Pikachu. I played as Pikachu a lot too. In some ways, I think my go-to character for the original Super Smash Bros. Game, though, was Donkey Kong more than anything. It's because Tinky Winky the male, so my family was like, males don't have handbags. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. Yeah, I want to say Gandalf, lol. Hi from southern Utah. Gandalf would eat Dumbledore alive. Hey, I'm not gonna accept, for Dumbledore, like, I would love to see a fight. I really would. LOL, I guess I could see that he did win a lot. Hope you are doing well. Thank you, Sharon. I am doing very good. And I see you said, hi from southern Utah. Thank you so much for watching. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Gandalf was a Maya, like a spiritual being. Which house would you be in? I'd choose Hufflepuff. I feel like I'm more of Ravenclaw than I think anything else. I think I'm more of a Ravenclaw. Have you seen Fresh? I have not seen Fresh. I have not. Do you like musical movies? I love Sister Act. I do love musical movies. I like them a lot. I'm a big fan of. I become more of a big fan of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I thought I'd never say. But I've become more of a bigger fan of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've become more of a fan of the Phantom of the Opera. I like Phantom of the Opera quite a bit, the remake. Obviously, Sweeney Todd's a fun one. Nightmare Before Christmas is a good one. I love Disney films. So yeah, I'm a pretty big musical movies fan, yeah. I'm doing fine, thanks. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much. How is your day going today? I did take the official quiz. I'm Ravenclaw. Yeah, I took the official quiz too, and everything I've taken is always to put me either Ravenclaw or Gryffindor. But it's pretty even. I think I won more with Ravenclaw than Gryffindor, so I feel like Ravenclaw is more where I'd lean. Rocky Horror is so awesome. So is Phantom and Sweeney. I love those movies, man. They're great. They're great fun. Disney is a big part of my childhood. Me too. Don't crucify me, but I've never read or watched Harry Potter. No shame. No shame in that. It's not. You're not the first person to tell me they've never watched Harry Potter. I know people who've never seen Lord of the Rings. I know people who haven't even seen Star Wars. I didn't watch Back to the Future until 2019. So I mean, I'm not going to judge you. I'm the last person to judge somebody. Who is your favorite Disney princess? Dude, my favorite Disney princess, by the way, thank you for joining Mirror Domains. My favorite Disney princess. I'm going to say Rapunzel from Tangled. I like her personality, man. I've always been a fan of that character. I don't know. I feel like that movie's so underrated. It sucks that Tim Curry had a stroke. I agree. I would love to see Tim Curry make a comeback, but I know it's never going to happen. But I'm glad he was alive. I'm glad he's still alive. But yeah, that is so unfortunate to hear. I was a Slytherin in Pottermore quiz, which is totally fair, honestly. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a Slytherin. You can have really good Slytherins. I mean, look at Professor Snape. I mean, yeah, he was kind of a douchebag, but dude, the guy overall turned out to be a decent human being. I've never seen all of the above. If you get the chance, I know people have told me to check out Repo, the Genetic Opera, so many times. I got to check it out at some point. Never seen Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. Samantha, I'm going to have to probably call Lane and say you need to get that woman to watch Lord of the Rings at least. Star Wars is, but Lord of the Rings is like, I highly recommend Lord of the Rings. I think you would really like it. Just a recommendation. You don't have to. The princess with the orange hair, her name starts with an M, I believe. Oh, God. I can't remember her name. Ariel! Yeah, Ariel's a fan favorite for sure. Love Repo. I watched the first 3 Harry Potter movies and then got bored of the series. And I can understand why a lot of people would get bored of it, to be honest. Multiple times. Oh, yeah, poor Tim Curry looks bad. Half of his face is paralyzed, and I assume it's the left. It's the left side. Yeah, he definitely suffered a terrible stroke. Ariel is my favorite. I tried watching Lord of the Rings, but kept falling asleep. They're long, but they're fascinating as all hell. Get some coffee. Watch it again. Get some coffee. Ravenclaw. Repo the Genetic Opera has such a bizarre premise. It's a huge cast of star like Bill Moseley. Yeah. Stuart Head. I saw a reaction falling in reverse. Can you also react to their Popular Monster, react to their song Popular Monster? I don't know why I had like a little bit of a moment right there, but I have Repo so damn good, and I'll look into that. Thank you so much, Libra, for bringing that up. I will look into that. I'm glad you watched that reaction. It's not doing good on views, but hopefully it starts going up at some point, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. Beowulf is an awesome film. I have not seen Beowulf in a long time. Although not technically a princess, my favorite is Mulan. You know what? Fuck it. Throw her in there. That's fine. She's a princess in my book. Chamber of Secrets is my favorite. It's a fun one. I actually enjoy that one. Sorcerer's Stone is my personal favorite. Tim Curry's best role to me was Criminal Minds. He was so good. I have not seen him in Criminal Minds. Jordan, I can't remember. Did you react to Watchmen? I have not reacted to it, but I have seen the movie. Long movie, but I have seen Watchmen, yeah. My favorite Disney princess was Snow White. I dressed up for her as Halloween when I was 2 years old. That's awesome. That is awesome. The Lord of the Rings is not my thing, but they are brilliantly made. Yeah, you can't deny that those movies are brilliantly made. You should watch Teen Wolf. I would love to watch Teen Wolf. I haven't got around to it yet. Mulan should be a princess. You know what? In my heart, deep down, I consider her a princess. Fuck it. Did you like The Nun? You know, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I thought it was all right. It has its moments, but I like the character of Valak. I think she's a very effective character. But other than that, the movie to me was like all right. It has its moments. It has some creepy, genuine moments, but it's not the worst of the franchise. I think the first Annabelle film is the worst of the franchise. I am looking forward to The Nun 2. I'm kind of curious on who they get to direct it. I don't know if they got someone already, but I know they're already talking about making it, and it's officially happening. I think it's officially happening now. Prisoner of Azkaban was my favorite. I think that's the fan favorite one. Prisoner of Azkaban. Hi, I'm probably late. Haha, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. I don't think you're that late actually. No, I think we're only like an hour into it, so you're not terribly late. Don't worry about it. You're all good. My mom and I had the Hobbit movies and on rerun. Oh my god, yeah. The Hobbit movies weren't all that bad. I think they got a lot more hate than they deserved. I think they overused CGI, but other than that, it was fine. And Belle from Beauty and the Beast was my favorite Disney princess. Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast, if you guys didn't know, is actually my favorite animated Disney film of all time. Belle is my second choice. Love that movie. I related to it a lot. Um, when I was bigger, I did not get a lot of respect. People judged me for the way I looked, and then I lost all the weight, and everybody wanted to be my friend. It was one of the weirdest things ever. No one accepted the beast pretty much within me. I guess is in a sense my appearance. And then when I lost the weight and became a decent looking person in their eyes, then I started getting talked to. I related to it in a lot of ways. Not for the right, maybe not for the reasons that you would think, but I do relate to it. My mom's cousin is now an extra in Watchmen. He was just in a show called Billy the Kid. He played the banker, I think. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Has anyone seen the R-rated Willy Wonka on YouTube? Yeah, I've seen that, yeah. Beowulf was one of the first computer animated films, I think. Oh, really? Has anyone seen Shadowhunters? I have not. Shadowhunters was weird. I think I may go back to watch some of your old reactions, like No Country for Old Men. Wow, that'd be insane. All nuns creep me the fuck out. I don't blame you. How are you named, James? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? I gotta go now. I still need to get ready for my sister's wedding. Oh, well, congratulations to your sister. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely check you out in the next video. I hope it goes well. But love Malik. Molly Weasley was badass in the last movie. She really was. Not my daughter, you bitch. Oh, that was perfect. I think she said that in the book, too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said that in the book. I remember seeing Beowulf in IMAX 3D. I was watching your Kill Bill reaction, and I'm glad when you edit your video, you actually show some of the whole parts. You don't skip most of them. Well, thank you. That video got copyright claimed, but I still wanted it up because I didn't want to cut out none of those parts. I thought they were very important and a lot of fun to watch, so I didn't really want to leave them out. But thank you. I'm glad you went back and watched those. That really is awesome of you. Thank you so much. I low-key had a crush on Bellatrix. You know what? I didn't personally, but I can see why a lot of people would. You got that right, Ghost. I was still so glad I got to meet Paige O'Hara from Beauty and the Beast. That is awesome. That is awesome. You know what? I even enjoyed the live action when they did it. It wasn't nearly as good as the original, but I enjoyed it for what it was. Had some good musical moments in there. I enjoyed it. It was fine. You know, yeah, it was kind of like a like a shot per shot remake of the original one, but it could have been worse. I think The Lion King is the worst one I've seen so far. The Lion King, which is unfortunate because Lion King is one of the most iconic movies of all time. Uh, I'm thinking of going back to religion. Religion called Quacker. Is that Quackers or Quakers? I can't really. My friend is a Quacker. She said the church she goes to accepts the LGBT community, and as they should. I mean, as they should. You know, we shouldn't be judging people. I'm a Christian myself. I don't judge people. That's not my place. So I don't judge. If that's how you want to live your life, that's how you're going to live your life. No disrespect at all. So I'm glad to hear that. I think more churches need to start accepting people instead of shaming people. I don't think that's right. Are you an introvert? Give me a definition of what introvert means. I'm genuinely being honest. I've never paid attention to those. I know a lot of people use those and everything, but I genuinely think I know what it means, but I'm gonna look it up. Introvert. Let's see. Introvert meaning. Let's go ahead and read it, and I'll tell you. An introvert person with qualities of a personality type known as an introvert. With qualities of a personality type known as, which means they feel more comfortable focusing on their inner thoughts and ideas rather than what's happening externally. They enjoy spending time with just one or two people rather than a large group or crowds. Yeah, I'm gonna say no, but I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not. That might sound right. It might. Actually, a disturbing movie. You should react to the Mr. Gigi the Nun review. He perfectly told why I need to watch the movie. Ooh, okay. I might need to then. No offense to Emma Watson, but her singing wasn't as great as Paige's. No, oh hell no. No, she was not as good of a singer as I thought she would be. If you're a good person, that's all that matters. Absolutely. And a lot of those people are actually, there's even people out there who judge Christians who judge people with tattoos and if they're in a biker gang or something, and yet those people will be more closer to God than most of those people who go and criticize. So, yeah, I don't believe in I do not believe in judging people. I just don't. What are some of your favorite animes? Tokyo Ghoul is my obsession. That's a good question. Some of my favorite animes of all time are I love Naruto. That's a given. I love Pokemon. That's another given. I love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I thought that was a phenomenal anime. I like Death Note. I was big fan of One Piece. Really happy to see One Piece continue going. It's a shock that it's still going, but I love that it's still going. I know a lot of people have an issue with that. That's too long. And when you really get down to that show and you start watching it and you start getting invested in the characters, you're actually gonna not want it to stop. I mean, it's a very fun series. Hunter's a fun one. What else do I like? Assassination Classroom was a fun one. I did watch Tokyo Ghoul the first season. I watched Tokyo Ghoul the first season or series. That was a lot of fun. I have more. I just got to think of them. Inuyasha is a really good one. I do enjoy Inuyasha on the down low. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely an introvert. You could be an ambivert. I've never heard of that, to be honest with you. My social battery drains so fast. I'm an introvert. Do you like Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer. Never seen it. Haven't watched that one. Guilty. I'm an introvert. Guyver was pretty cool, but I want to revisit Pat Labor. Death Note. My daughter was banned from singing at church because she's gay. I was so mad and left bad reviews on Facebook. They were so rude. Well, they shouldn't. Sounds like they don't need to be running anymore. I remember my nephew, or not my nephew, my cousin, who was gay. He was performing in a play, and because he was gay, I guess that play was shut down. So, and there was a lot of drama. And that place is like 10 minutes away from here. So there was a lot of drama with that. Crazy. Crazy. I don't think that is necessary. It's a terrible mindset to have. But again, I'm not going to get too political because I think political sides of channels can ruin channels. I'm not genuinely a person who wants to, bring up drama. I'm not a person who wants to bring down someone's mood. I'm trying to make the fun channel. I'm not saying what you brought up is not wrong. I think it is wrong. I think people with those kind of mindsets definitely need to be put in their place for sure. It's horrible, man. There's some places in this world that are just, and some people in this world that are just wow, like wow. I've seen videos of Christians I'm actually getting into stuff. I've seen videos of Christians like, you remember that one video of that woman, the Karen-like woman Christian who was like, I'm trying to save you, motherfucker. Just, her mind is so, she can't open her mind anymore. And that's unfortunate because, I wish people would open their minds a little bit more. Yeah, people. Yeah, it is sad the play shut down. I think they tried to get it going again though. I cried so much when Koro Sensei died. Karma was crying. Yeah, dude, that was pretty sad. That was pretty sad. Yeah, Assassination Classroom. It's fun hearing everyone respects each other. That's why I keep coming back. Exactly. There's truly evil people in this world. There absolutely 100% is. Do not deny that. Never will. I really like the color of your hair, and the hair style is amazing. Sorry, I just don't. I just like the compliment. Well, thank you very much. I I've thought about cutting it. This actually ain't my normal hair. I dyed it. I mean, you guys can go back and remember when I bleached my hair. It's actually still rooted in my hair a little bit. So it's too bad that they used Karen because my twin sis was Karen and she was awesome. Yeah, no, like you know what's funny, Sharon? You know what's funny about that? I was actually not saying too long ago. It's kind of sad that people have given the name Karen a bad rep because there are pretty nice people in this world who are named Karen. It's just people kind of have to use. It's just people have now kind of had that placed in their mind that the name Karen always means that this person's going to be an asshole or this person's going to be a judgmental person or just a waste of space. And it's like, no, actually, there are a lot of nice people named Karen. Karen is just a name. I should just say the bitch, those bitches, those assholes. I've seen a lot of people protesting at Pride. Such a shame. People aren't willing to have an open mind. I agree. I agree. I think there are more important things in the world and more serious things in the world to be focused on instead of people being who they feel like they want to be. So, love the Dahmer reaction. Yeah, that was insane, man. That was insane to watch. What's your favorite scene in Naruto? You know, it's tough. I want to say, but I also don't. I'm afraid I might spoil it for somebody who's probably watching Naruto. If anybody's watching Naruto right now and don't want to be spoiled on my favorite scene of Naruto, then please, I'll put my hand up like this. I'll put my hand up like this, and that means I'm going to be saying the spoiler. I'll give you a few seconds to mute me, and when I put my hand back down, that means I'm done with the spoiler. So, if you don't want a spoiler, mute me right now, because I'm going to be putting my hand up. So my hand is up. Mute me right now. Mute me right now. And I will go ahead and say it. Okay, so my favorite sorry. So my favorite scene in Naruto, if we're talking just Naruto or if we're talking Naruto Shippuden, I'll go ahead and say all of them. My favorite scene in Naruto would probably be Naruto's speech to Zabuza on the Naruto bridge. I think his speech is just heart wrenching. It's a fucking punch to the gut. I mean, he's pretty much saying to Zabuza, the guy that you just let die and that you just pretty much shamed all over is the person who stuck up for you the most. He defended you, he gave his life for you, he loved you dearly, and you just treated him like trash. And that's not acceptable. And Zabuza ends the speech by saying to Naruto, "You talk too much, but your words cut deeper than any blade." And he just runs out there and starts attacking all these people who just disrespected the dead body of his practically son at this rate. That's my favorite scene in Naruto. My favorite scene in Naruto Shippuden is probably the scene where Madara makes his appearance. I do that scene on the battlefield where Madara is standing up on top of this ledge and Tsuchikage goes and says, "That's him. That's Madara Uchiha." And then you realize that the other Madara isn't really Madara, but Madara is now on the battlefield and he's about to throw down. Yeah, that's a great scene. And Baruto, I would probably say Kurama's death. I think Kurama's death is probably the best scene in Baruto. It's the most heart wrenching. It's sad. It really is like the end of an era. So I would say those. So, it's over. Is that a dumbbell on the floor? Jordan's been pumping some iron. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That is a dumbbell. I have a couple. I don't know where the other one is, though. I had no idea Killer Clowns and Friday the 13th had a crossover. Did they really? Oh, gotcha. I will have to check out the Dahmer reaction. Yeah, I'm reacting to serial killer files. By the way, hit those like buttons, guys. If you are watching those serial killer file videos and you have not hit the like button on those, go back, hit the like button on those because it lets me know that you want to see more content continue like that. And I really do appreciate the likes. I appreciate the shares, the subscriptions. We are doing very good, and it's all because of you guys. Thank you so much. Um, One, Naruto versus Sasuke at Final Valley. Two, Rock Lee versus Gaara. That's a great one. Three, Naruto versus Neji. Naruto speech to Zabuza. Five, Naruto speech to Gaara. Sarutobi versus Orochimaru. Naruto versus Kabuto. Great moments. Great moments. I respect all those. Yep, absolutely. They could make a horror movie about the John Wayne Gacy creep. I think they have. They have actually. I've watched it. I've watched the John Wayne Gacy movie. I forget who plays in it, but Mark Holtz plays in it. He plays Gacy. He also played Francis in Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Hell yeah, those were all also my favorites. Awesome, awesome. Jordan recently posted it. Ambivert is someone in between an introvert and extrovert. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. See, I'm one of those. I'm a very clueless guy. Not y'all spoiling Naruto moments in the chat. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, be careful, guys. Don't spoil too much on the show. Someone might not be able to watch it. So, or someone might be watching it right now currently. Yo, Bloodthirsty, how are you doing? Welcome back. Do you think they should? Do you think they should never make movies about serial killers because they would love the attention? Well, most of the big serial killers that they're making movies of are already dead. They're gone. They're long gone. So I mean, at this rate, it doesn't. I mean, I guess it all depends on who you're making a movie about, but there are some people in this world I don't think deserve the attention. There are just don't give them the light of day. Don't let them have their moments because that's not what it's about. They need to feel the guilt of murder. They don't need to be. They don't need in the back of their mind the idea that someone's making millions of dollars off of their story. Yeah, I get that. I know you are, but am I. Thank you for being kind and not judging. We need more people, kind people like you in this hateful world. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. That is a very sweet thing of you to say. As long as they don't profit from it. And unfortunately, they do. They really do. I can't even have Naruto as background noise because I don't like the characters' voices. I get that. Check out the Rat Man of Japan. He's a serial killer that seems to fly under the radar. Ooh. It's almost 3 p.m. and still haven't had breakfast. Oh, wow. You need to go get some breakfast, man. I haven't had dinner yet. I haven't eaten today, so I haven't even eaten, and it's already 5:54 p.m. here. I like the speech to Zabuza than Naruto treated Haku, but the one that made me cry, the Naruto speech. Yeah, I get that one, Sebastian. I get that. There are a big outcry when they made the movie recently about Ted Bundy because you think they would have wanted that. I actually saw the movie about Ted Bundy with Zac Efron, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. I enjoyed that movie. It was a very interesting movie. I'm not sure how accurate it was, but overall, I thought Zac Efron did a decent job at it. All right, I'm heading out. I'm getting hella spoilers in the chat today. LOL, bye, guys. All right, thank you so much for joining. I apologize that some spoilers got dropped. Yeah, no, if you don't want spoilers, please leave. I think people, what's your opinion about the CWDC shows? Oh man, I don't watch them. To be honest with you, Silent Sparrow, I don't watch them. I can't get invested in them for some reason. I don't know what it is. See you in my DMs. Yeah, there you go. See you in my DMs. Hell yes. See, I'm glad people are making friends here in our community. That's awesome to hear. By the way, how long have we been doing this live stream? An hour and 12 minutes. Okay. I can watch videos of serial killers late at night and I'm fine, but if I watch one about Mothman, it creeps me out, dude. Mothman, yeah, that's an interesting subject. A good movie about Gacy is called Dear Mr. Gacy. It's a true story about Jason Moss, who corresponded with him. Ooh, that is interesting. I love the TV show Mindhunters, about the detectives who try and get in the minds of serial killers. I actually watched the first episode and I was really enjoying what I was watching. It's almost unbearable, isn't it? The feeling of being all alone. I know that feeling. I've been there in that dark, lowly place. But now there's other people who mean a lot to me. Yep. Naruto speech to Gaara. As someone who was very isolated as a kid because of bullying, I can relate in some ways. I actually teared up during that speech. I was like, yeah, that's pretty fucking sad, actually. And he was like, and I'm prepared to kill anybody who like would hurt them. Yeah. Why? Why would you go far for someone that isn't yourself? They are good to a certain point until they go off the rails. Yeah. Have you watched The Flash? I have not. My brother, though, is really big into those shows. My brother loves those shows. He has watched almost all of them. I did watch Gotham. I watched like 3 seasons of Gotham. I care more about them than I do myself, and I won't let anyone hurt them. That's why I won't give up. I will stop you even if I have to kill you. But why? Why would you go? Why would you go fight for anything but yourself? Yeah, because they saved me from pretty much who I was. Yeah. They saved me from that dark and lonely place. Yep, I remember that speech. Have you seen the 2004 movie that goes by the same name? Has your brother been on the channel? No, he has not been on the channel. I stopped watching Flash after season 5. I'm not really big into the DC. I'm not a big superhero guy. I really enjoyed the Batman movie because it's dark, it's different. I like that stuff, but I'm not a big DC guy. I'm not big into the DC cinematic universe. I just not for me. Not for me personally. Mothman is my territory. LOL. My daughter took a trip to Point Pleasant. She's had an amazing time. I want to go so bad. Is that a Hannibal Lecter movie? I feel like a hypocrite for not liking superhero films, but I work on them. You shouldn't feel like a hypocrite. I mean, it's your job to work on them, so I mean, you're fine. I stopped watching the MCU after Endgame. Same, actually. I have not seen an MCU film since Endgame. Yeah, same. I wanted to see how it would end. The characters I really enjoyed, like Captain America, Iron Man, and all them, but same. I'm more of a Marvel fan. I liked certain DC movies. I like the darker DC films. I'm not like a diehard fan of the funny, I enjoy some of the Marvel films. I think it's incredibly overrated. I don't think everything needs to be linked. I don't think it needs to be in a universe, a shared universe. I just don't. I loved Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. Joker was my favorite film of 2019. So I mean, when it's done right, I really enjoy it. Well, love is the heart's desire to protect someone who's precious to you, like my sister did for you, Gara. Love is what makes him so strong, yeah? And then he apologized to Tamari and Konkoro, saying he was sorry for treating them like trash pretty much. If you want to defeat Mothman, just get a giant light bulb. That's right. That's right. It's like certain DC characters, but other than that, not a fan. I'm pretty much the same way. Big fan of the character of Joker. Love Batman. Love the Batman universe. I feel like that's one of the more realistic ones. I like that the villains are very unique in their own ways. They're not just like thrown out there to. I like that they're all psychopaths. Like they're in the what is it called? Arkham Asylum. I got bullied in school, but if anything, it's made me stronger. Same here. It's made me a better person, I think. A big bug zapper. That's right. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. We've been going for about an hour and almost 20 minutes, so thank you so much for joining me on this Friday Fright Night. I really appreciate it. If you have not, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, share the content, and if you really want to support the channel even farther to make sure we keep going, run on over to our Patreon page. The link is in the description, or if you want to support us in a different way, our merch store is open, so you guys can get merch at the merch store. I know several of you guys said you were going to do it, so if you guys are really interested, definitely go over. Check out the merch store. Really awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you again, Ascalon, for the donation, man. You did not have to do that. That was very, very sweet of you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, Ascalon. Thank you, Sharon, for joining. I'm really glad you made it to the live stream. Pyro God, thank you so much. Thank you, Silent Sparrow. I really appreciate that. Adam, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Okay, thanks. Thank you, Huck, for joining. Thank you so much, guys. That's really awesome. I hope you guys have a great, great Friday, and I'll probably see you in the next video. So, yeah, take care.